Hello and welcome to a bit of a random off-the-cuff video about something kinda interesting I picked up earlier today. That being this little 12-inch monochrome monitor made by Gold Star. And yeah, I know I haven't uploaded a video in quite a while. I've just been in a bit of a creative slump recently. But anyway, I'm back now. And this video is not really going to be much. I'm just going to show off this little monitor I picked up. This will be perfect for my next video, which I'm hoping to start recording tomorrow. I picked this up for free. Somebody posted it in a local retro computer group that I'm a part of. It works pretty good, but it is pretty dirty. I know you can't really see it on camera, and from this angle, you can't really see it, but it's pretty filthy. Got lots of gunk back here, and it needs a really good cleaning. So let's get into it. When cleaning retro hardware, I usually start out with some paper towel and some Windex, and in this case, it actually got quite a bit of the stuff off. I'm surprised how easily this cleaned up. And then usually I follow that up with some baking soda and water. And that usually gets a lot of the gunk and stuff out that's just sort of worked into the plastic. And yeah, baking soda is a real miracle product when it comes to cleaning these sorts of things up. But this one actually wasn't too hard. Mainly because the plastic is smooth and not textured unlike other pieces of hardware I've cleaned up in the past. So anyway, it actually cleaned up really easily. Alright, here it is. All cleaned up. It's looking a lot more presentable now. And I figured I'd give you a little bit of a tour of it. In March 1986. Now, one piece of trivia is Gold Star would eventually go on to become LG, and I actually use an LG monitor every day with my modern computer. So there's an argument to be made that this old monitor is one of the ancestors of the monitors that I am using to edit this video. But it doesn't have a Gold Star logo or anything on the front. It actually says Jutan International Limited, Toronto, Canada. And that's, I guess, the Jutan logo. It looks kind of like the Atari logo, actually. I've never really heard of them, but it's just a rebadged Gold Star monitor. Here we've got video in as well as video out. So you can do a pass-through, as well as high and 75 ohms. Here's our power in. Around the front, Jutan logo there, as well as it says 12-inch monochrome monitor. Around under that, we got brightness and contrast knobs, as well as a power knob. And you just twist this back and forth to turn it on and off. And yeah, it's a pretty simple but elegant little monitor. And I forgot to mention around the back, we got our vertical size and vertical hold. Something kind of odd is that our horizontal hold and horizontal position is located on the bottom here, which makes adjusting those things kind of awkward. Okay, so here it is. I've got it connected up to my Commodore 64, the greatest computer of all time. And yeah, it just looks really good. I really like monochrome monitors. They're just so charming, they're easy to read. And yeah, it just looks great. And I quite like this little monitor. It's the perfect size. It's not too big to be, heavy and awkward, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room on my desk here, which is nice. But it's not so small that it's hard to read. The text is a pretty good size, and it just looks pretty good. This computer obviously can output color, but sometimes I just want to go sort of lo-fi and use it with a monochrome monitor. And yeah, now I got a monochrome monitor I can use with it, and I quite like it. So one of the first things I want to try on this monitor is booting into Geos. This stands for Graphical Environment Operating System, and it is basically just a graphical user interface for the Commodore 64. And yeah, here's Geos, and it looks amazing in monochrome. I'd much rather use this in monochrome than on a color monitor. I've included these still images because video just doesn't really seem to do it justice. These still images don't quite do it justice either, but it'll give you a bit better idea of just how sharp this is. But with these kinds of monitors, you really have to be there in person to truly experience it. And you can see here, there's this line down the side. I'm not totally sure what that's from. That's a bit annoying, but whatever. And yeah, Geos looks great. I'd much rather use this on a monochrome monitor than a color monitor. It's really quite sharp and readable. Geos can be a little bit hard to read on certain color monitors. Some of these file names and stuff can be hard to read on a color monitor, where they're quite nice and readable on this monitor. Look at the colors down here. Even though it's a monochrome, it's still pretty easy to tell the different colors apart. The only ones that you can't really tell apart are these two here, which I'm not even totally sure what those are supposed to be in color mode. But anyway. So let's try some other random applications. Something else I wanted to try on here is one of those like software 80 column programs. Even though the Commodore 64 only has 40 columns, there were like these programs that allow you to sort of get 80 columns through software, like a fake 80 columns. I did a whole video on it a while back. And as you can see, it's quite a bit more readable than it would be on a color monitor, because if you remember from that video, it was almost impossible to read the text from this fake software 80 columns on a color monitor. But on here, it's pretty readable. And here's Arkanoid. I don't know why I wanted to try this. I just figured I would, because this game's kind of cool. Something I should mention here is these blocks should be different colors, like for the breakout area. And it's hard to like distinguish the different colors. Like there should be an arrow here. Like you see this arrow facing this way, there should be another arrow here, which you can't really see because some of the colors just look the same on a monochrome monitor. But it's not really a big deal. I should also mention there's no internal speaker here, so we got no sound. But anyway, that's this little monochrome monitor, little Gold Star 12-inch monochrome monitor that I picked up today, and yeah, I can't wait to use this for future projects. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Oh, and one last thing before I close off this video. I just want to thank you guys for all the support and new subscribers I got on my last video. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you'll be seeing this monitor again pretty soon, because my next video will definitely be featuring this monitor, as well as several other monitors from the era. So stay tuned for that.